Schlitterbahn is one of the best water parks in the world, with 4 old and unique tube chutes and 2 world record-setting water coasters. But which rides are my favorite? Find out in this countdown. As with all countdowns, don't take this as a definitive list. With the quality of attractions here, there are easily 10 different rides that could be one's favorite in the park. So these are just my personal rankings. I also have not gotten to experience the falls, as this has been closed on all of my visits since it was built. Number 19, Crystal River. This lazy river served a purpose by adding one to the park with the first expansion to Schlitterbahn. Tubes seem a bit hard to come by though, as most guests were floating without one. And nowadays, most exits and entrances have been closed off, so it isn't the easiest to get on and off. With better attractions throughout the park, it just isn't that necessary to experience. Number 18, Black Knight. This is a very basic pair of tube slides on the Master Blaster Tower. I got stuck on both sides near the beginning of the slide, and this is a slow and rather uneventful tube slide overall. I also didn't notice much of a difference between the two sides. Number 17, The Wave. As a small, secluded wave pool, it seemed to have a bit more character than others that I've seen, and it is not too crowded, as most guests will find other things to do at Schlitterbahn. Number 16, Boogie Bahn. This first of its kind surfing ride is fun, but the line is long and you only get to go once. The quick dispatches help, but there are just better things to experience, as these normally aren't my favorite at water parks. Number 15, Wolfpack. This family raft slide does allow single riders, so my ride by myself might have been a bit weaker than maybe it should be. But the line for this moves at a snail's pace, so it makes it really not worth the ride. It does offer a good amount of turns and is a relatively calm family raft slide as designed, but can offer some nice punches on various turns if you have enough speed. Number 14, Soda Straws. With cute theming, these body slides are dark inside, with just minor twists and turns. This leads to a pretty calm body slide, and the final drop is a little something for you at least. Number 13, Bahnzai Pipeline. The green side road is a pretty below average tube slide with just some mild turns. The orange side rode a lot faster with a wicked turn to start and then some speed throughout the layout. You noticeably slowed down in the helix, and then at a solid though small dip into the splashdown pool. These are pretty basic tube slides, but serve a purpose for the park overall. Number 12, Bow Wow Blaster. It is neat to see a kiddie water coaster, but its line is very slow moving, especially with people needing to be weighed and then loaded into the slide. The first part has a little blast on the straightaway, which gives some fun and excitement, even though the section isn't really uphill. The turn doesn't do a lot, and then you have a little dip into a drop and a small blast upwards before a final turn that you take a bit slowly. It is lacking in thrills, but still is a unique experience as a water coaster. I'm also just not a huge fan of the rides below it on this list. Number 11, Backsplash. This is a short, shallow body slide to enter Crystal River. It has a nice wipeout at the end and is a cool little perk for a lazy river, so you probably shouldn't sleep on the Backsplash. Number 10, Torrent. The first of its kind wave lazy river offers a solid experience and is much better than its counterpart at Schlitterbahn Galveston, as you get a solid pair of waves every 30 seconds or so as you go around, making it much better than traditional wave pools. With Cedar Fair now in charge, you do have to wear a life jacket or sign a waiver with guest services if you're an adult, which is a bit annoying, but still doesn't take away from the fun of this ride. Schlitterbahn. This was a set of 3 body slides with a gate and a rush of water to start off the experience. They were not very steep, but the slide was really long for what it was. These were retired by their park at the end of 2025 to make way for a new addition. Number 9. Downhill Racer. This is pretty fun for a mat slide, with a small pop of airtime on the second hill, and the third hill giving a very nice pop of airtime. This creates a fun racing slide for everyone. Number 8. Double Loop. The left side, or the first slide you come to, is relatively calm. It is hard to get going and not much in terms of thrills for a body slide, as you only get a few swings up the sides. This ranking reflects the right side, as it offers a much stronger experience. The start in Helix is fast, and then it gets absolutely wild as the turns will have you rocking up the sides, and you can see this just from the slide design. It is not excellent, but it is long enough of a fun experience, and I'm just not used to getting this type of rocking, especially on a body slide. Number 7. Dragon's Revenge. Opening as the first water coaster, then named Dragon Blaster, this slide offers a relatively mild water coaster experience, but the theming around the queue and even on ride is top notch. The uphill sections are my favorite on water coasters, and this offers a great amount of it. The ride did feel slow, maybe because my swimsuit was catching, so I was dragging my butt, but it is a slower paced ride overall. The final splashdown is by far the largest drop and still isn't too much. But the final turn in the trough surprisingly offer the most power of the whole ride. Overall, it is an awesome experience for its theming and history, but maybe not really worth the wait if you're looking for a thrill ride. Number 6. Master Blaster. My concern for this ride comes from its massive queue line, as I've had to wait an hour or 2 for most of my recent rides on it. Even rope dropping it doesn't necessarily work anymore, as resort guests will have early access to get in line. However, the ride experience itself is solid, though a bit dated for a water coaster, as this was one of the first thrill water coasters to be built. The first drop is good, not great, but solid for a water slide. Then you get pushed upwards, and these parts are always fun, though you get extra wet on these sections. There's a small dip after this, followed by a turn that doesn't do too much before a second big drop, which is equally good. This is followed by a good push up and a small dip down and another push up. This section reminds me of ZDT's water coaster, just slightly bigger. The turnaround after this is enjoyable, as you have some speed and the dip here is decent. Following the turns, the double down is good and fun. Then you're blasted up 2 hills before the helixes at the end. The first part is slow, but it does pick up some speed to make the final turn enjoyable. Overall, it's a decent ride, but just not worth the wait. With them keeping queues open until park close, I would recommend trying to get in line at the end of the day, as the line was much shorter by then. Number 5. Congo River Expedition. Although I count this as a lazy river, it is essentially the 5th quality tube chute at the original Schlitterbahn. This offers very nice visuals and theming as you float around, even if some of the theming is a bit dated by this point. The idea of combining a dark ride and lazy river is just so cool. And then you have a tube chute finale as you go off the lazy river and enter an enclosed section that has one big drop before floating to the end, which adds a bit of extra thrills to this well-themed ride. It appears that you can keep floating down the river, but I have not had this extended section opened on any of my visits. Number 4. Cliffhanger. This tube chute just has a series of small dips that may or may not offer strong forces. You can and will get stuck in the various pools along the path, so that will be a constant struggle as you ride. The final drop is large, but not very steep, to give some thrills, especially if taken backwards or sideways. Number 3. Hillside, 2025. With its revised course, I have dropped this slide in my rankings as it reigns supreme as my favorite ride in the park for nearly 2 decades. With an iconic start of small hills, this section doesn't offer a lot of thrills, but does offer a beautiful course and mild dips that repeat over and over and over again. After turning around the hill and queue line, you have a short but strong drop into a pool that did cause me to wipe out on some of my rides. Then, you're diverted around the new locker building into a chute that helps you keep your speed as you barrel down towards the bottom. With strong speed through these elements, they are enjoyable, but brief as you twist and turn through them. The final splashdown into the large pool is still an iconic and fun ending. Number 2. Raging River. With a secluded entrance, hopefully this doesn't get too much of a line, but even if it does, it is a really long tube chute which combines a lazy river and a water slide. The first part, surprisingly, has a little bit of speed as you go past Hillside. The low clearance under the entrance is awesome and makes for a great visual and adds unique character to this slide. Then you float on a lazy river, essentially, with a few drops every now and then. Towards the end, there are lightly themed tunnels, some of which go underneath things. It is easy to get stuck at a few points, and some drops have a bit more pep to them than others. At the end, there is a slight chute where you get a little speed that dumps you out into the Colmau River, which is a great ending, and an extended version where you have a final drop down into a pool is possible. But I have rarely seen this open, as you normally exit at the river, if not earlier. Number 1. Whitewater Tube Chute. This starts off with a turn and then a wicked drop that made me wipe out on almost all of my rides. Then there are a bunch of pools with some small sharp drops as you slowly go down the hillside. Most drops are pretty strong, and overall it is a very enjoyable slide that offers fun and power, better than most thrill slides out there, despite the small tube scale. Those are my favorite attractions at Schlitterbahn New Braunfels, one of the best water parks out there. Which slides are your favorite? Let me know, and as always, Kapun Krap.